risk their lives in drug raids and are so busy not going after big dealers that have paid off their bosses that they're raiding people for one joint and now sending CPS to take people's children if they're caught with marijuana for child endangerment. I mean, this is so outrageously in our face. It shows just how criminal this government and its enforcers are. They know exactly what they're doing. I've talked to so many cops, and they say, yeah, we know the government ships most of it in, but this is our business, and we get money off the seizures, and so we're going to do this. If you decriminalize it, not legalize, decriminalize, all the money goes out of it. I mean, Skull and Bones was founded for drug dealing at Yale. I mean, our whole CIA was set up for drug dealing. And to watch them do this to their family, and those cops know full well the government shipping all that stuff in, Bob, it tears my guts out.
Well, you're absolutely right, and they've known for a long, long time. I mean, we can go back to Air America during the Vietnam War. Anybody who knew anything about anything knew that the drugs were coming in from Southeast Asia from the CIA.
Okay, shifting gears. I have a Twitter question here from Info Assurance 1. Should we be pulling our money out of 401ks completely if the dollar collapses? What does it matter? And I want to dovetail that with Bloomberg and others, more and more articles. When you hear austerity, folks, what they've told Greece is they want half of people's 401ks and their pensions to pay the banks. The people don't even owe the money. Merkel, the German president, is saying blast treacherous banks in Greece, says it's all rigged. So the president of Germany is now, or the chancellor of Germany is now saying this. What can you say to people about the plan to get the pension funds?
We know they've had hearings, and of course, we're not invited. And the government's got to decide, if anything, what they're going to do. For the time being, they may not do anything. What I've instructed subscribers to do is wait and see if the government's going to do anything. And even if they do, will it be in the form of a 5% tax, so the money will be held for you in your governmental annuity to be paid out when you retire? Or will it be a partial voluntary effort by pension holders to pledge part of or all of their retirement to one of these governmental annuities?
Well, that's what Bloomberg said. They said regulators are ordering private pension funds to invest with them. That's a command and control economy right there.
That's right, but that's different than this. And so I've told people, let's wait for the shoe to drop. Now, what you're talking about is instructions from the federal government to pension and profit-sharing plans. You will buy Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Ginnie Mae, FHA, and U.S. Treasury paper. That's it.
Which is an even better way to steal it. I mean, it could be, because the Bloomberg article said making them buy failed banks, making them buy assets in failed banks.
That's true, too. And incidentally, in your comment on Germany, I have here the information on the Bilderbergers who are within the German government. Of course, Chancellor Merkel, Foreign Minister Westerwelle, Finance Minister Wolfgang Schäuble, Social Democrat Walter Steinmeier, and Green Party opposition leader Cem Özdemir. And so you got to say to yourself, the deck is packed. And what is going on right now is the German people are against the bailout, 63%. Number two, Mrs. Merkel and the Bundesrat have approved the money going with other monies.
So she's just acting like she's upset because of the election.
That's right.
All right, let's go to calls. Let's talk to Matt in Ohio. Matt, thanks for holding her on the air. Go ahead.
Thanks, Alex. This question is for both of you. I was doing some day trading yesterday, and, of course, was watching when the stock market went down. 2 quick points I wanted to make. One, my trading platform did allow me to get a trade in during those 4 or 5 minutes, so I don't know if it was maybe my platform was missed by whatever shutdown went on, or maybe the shutdown was basically just, online servers being overloaded by all the volume. Second point is one thing I hadn't noticed anyone talking about, that exact same 4 or 5 minutes where you had that, just massive 700-point drop in the Dow, 70-point drop in the S&P. You also saw an unprecedented spike, particularly in one currency, and that was the yen. It was almost an order of magnitude greater than the rise in most of the other currencies, like the dollar. The dollar was up, I think, around 0.75% at that time. The yen was up like 6 or 7%, which is huge. And I was curious to get your take. Do you think people were using yen to short the market just to buy up, bids on the cheap, or something else that occurred to me? Maybe this is, for whatever reason.
That's a great question, Bob.
Well, the yen went from 93.63 the day before on the close to 89.88, which is a 0.0430 change, which is phenomenal. And so they had to be using yen to be doing their shorting in the market.
Okay, great question, Matt. Thanks for calling. Fred, Lisa, Joe, Craig, and others are going to jam you all in our final segment with Bob Chapman. I'll continue with your phone calls on what happened yesterday and what this signals in the future. We have a managed, organized, rigged global financial market for the fat six banks. Bob Chapman will continue with your phone calls on what's happening with the global economic meltdown. I want to go to Fred, Lisa, Joe, Craig, and Steve, but real fast, Bob, your forecasts have been very accurate. How will this meltdown continue? What are the next nations to go under? When will they admit we're in a depression in this country?
Well, the nations in trouble are Ireland, England, Portugal, Spain, followed by Italy, and in Western Europe. But there's some unbelievable problems in Eastern Europe, in the Ukraine. They're having riots there, but they're not reporting them. Because I had somebody in another program call in for the Ukraine yesterday and say, you people don't know this because they're not reporting it, but they're having riots here. And then you get Japan and Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, Romania, Hungary, Argentina, and incidentally, Brazil is about to get absolutely inundated in inflation. And then we have Venezuela, Ecuador, and Bolivia that are going to run into trouble with their communist dictatorships. And you also have a new communist dictator in Uruguay as well. And so all over the world, we're going to have countries that are going to go bankrupt, including the United States.
Let's jam in some more calls here. Let's talk to Fred in Iowa. Fred, thanks for holding. Welcome.
Howdy. Hey, I was stupid for not getting an international forecaster, but I'm a very small fry day trader, and I only trade gold and silver stocks, and I'm holding my own with a little gain. Should I pull everything out, or should I continue trading gold stocks, which I seem to be doing so-so?
Well, I think you should continue to trade them, and when in doubt, stay long.
Well, got you there. I thought I had some good news from Iowa, but I don't know. Well, thank you, Alex, and thank you, Bob, and God bless you both.
Thank you, Fred. Yeah, they normally just run down gold for a few days, a few weeks, but watch the trend, it only goes up. Let's talk to Lisa in Georgia. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, how are you? I happen to be a new listener. I happen to run across your videos on YouTube, and I've sort of been in an information rush. One of the questions I wanted to ask is, what about silver? I hear a lot on your show from Bob Chapman, and hi, how are you, Bob, about buying silver and gold. I mean, should you buy equal amounts? Should you buy more silver? I'm a bit confused.
Well, I know what I do personally. I buy more gold than silver, probably 75% gold, 25% silver. I don't give advice. That's what I would do. Bob?
I did the same thing the other day. I bought 6 silver coins, and I bought 7 gold coins, and the gold coins were 1 ounce. So we're talking about $10,000. So I do about 25% silver and 75% gold coins.
I didn't know that.
One of the reasons is a weight, if nothing else.
Yeah, there's the portability. You can move gold a lot easier and hide it a lot easier than you can silver.
I've been having a hard time convincing my husband. We have quite a bit of money in the market, and I'm very worried. So, and every day I listen to your radio show. I just feel like there's just something new every day. There's more. There's a lot. I can't even keep up with.
Well, he should at least hedge his bet and buy some bullion. I mean, doesn't he know gold 7 years ago was $300 an ounce?
Yeah, we're military, but and he's been gone a lot and in and out. So, but
you know what you should do? You know what you should do? Email me your phone number and I'll call him.
Bob will do that too. He's something else.
And I do a military program every Thursday, and I've done it for almost 5 years. And I'm a veteran as well.